Hello students, this is lecture number 3 and in this lecture we will study some domain problems, means we will study some polynomial function and radical function for which we will find the domain, and one of the new topic, algebra of functions, we will study. So if means if I start with example number 1, f(x) equals to x plus a, then this question is very simple, because you will say, teacher, this is polynomial and the domain of this is R. But on the other hand, if I write the question f(x) equals to 1 upon x plus a, clear, then what is the domain? Clear, the domain is no change, domain will remain same. Only what you need to look here is you need to subtract one number, that making this is equal to 0. If some number making this is equal to 0, then you need to remove it. And what is that number? Minus a. Clear? So this is the domain of this function. You need to little cautious when you are writing domain of quotient function. Quotient means that is in the form of fx upon gx. Clear? If some function is written fx upon gx, then you need to search the domain. But here you need to be cautious that this should not be equal to 0. Here we are talking about two type of values. One, we are talking about the domain, another we are talking about the range. Clear? Domain is those values of x for which the function is real. Domain, if I write the domain here, it is the value of x for which function is real, means R. Clear? And what is the range? The value obtained by putting x. Clear? So the value obtained by putting x, what is that value? That is y. Clear? So x represent domain, y represent range. Clear? One more thing I will tell you here. Please remember this, because sometimes we are writing in paper, it is minus infinitive to infinitive. And what it will be? It will be minus infinitive to infinitive, but minus a. This is how to evaluate the domain of this question. Okay. Now let us solve some more examples. Example number 3. We will take, what is this? This is a radical function. Clear? But we need to check the order. If something is written here, okay, let us write 3. So I told you in previous slide that in a radical function, you need to check the order. If order is odd, then the domain is R. No need to check further. Clear? If this x plus a, what is this? This is radical, but the order is odd number. So the domain is R. While if you check this 1 upon, means the same function x plus a, and 3 is here. Clear? What is the domain? Domain is same. Domain is no change. Clear? But only what is the change? You need to remove one number. What is that number? That making this is equal to 0. And the value of x that making it 0 is minus a. Minus a plus a is 0. So we cannot consider minus a. So in both the question, like previous question and this question is almost same. Clear? Even though the previous slide questions were polynomial function, here the radical function. Clear? So you need to focus here this 3. If it is odd number, then we need not to evaluate anything. We simply write the domain is R. Clear? But if I take another question, fx is equal to square root x plus a, and here nothing is written. If nothing is written, what do you mean? The meaning of this is 2. Now 2 is a even number. So in previous slide we learned in case of radical function, if it is a odd number like this one, then the domain is R. But if here is a even number, then whatever written inside you need to put greater than equal to 0. So x plus a greater than equal to 0. And what is that? X is greater than equal to minus a. And what this can be written as minus a comma infinite. This is. But on the other hand, if I take this denominator means quotient function, if I change it 1 upon x plus a. So I told you we cannot take is equal to 0. If it is 0, this is not defined. We do not know such numbers where 1 upon 0 is there. Clear? So what we do in this case? We will put the same like this we are doing, but we will put only greater than. We will not take equal to 0, because if we put equal to 0, that is not defined. So we will take x plus a greater than 0, that is x greater than minus a. And this may be written as minus a to infinite. Now you see the difference here and here. Here it is equal. So it is a closed bracket we are using. Here it is not equal. So we are using open bracket. This we need to give attention. In this respect, if I solve another question, say I'm taking fx equals to, this is 11x minus 19. Or what we can say is, we will change the question, it is 19 minus 11x. So what type of function this is? This is a radical function, and nothing is written means it is 2 here. So if 2 is written, what we need to do? We need to find the value. We need to put this greater than equal to 0. And 19 greater than equal to 11x. And if we divide by 11 both sides, what will get? 11 cancelled by 11. So 19 upon 11, and this is greater than equal to x. Or this may be written as x less than equal to 19 upon 11. This is the domain of this function. But how can we write this in the form of interval? Here the symbol is less than. The value, negative values will exist, and it will be 19 upon 11. But it will be a open or closed bracket, because here is equal, so it will be a closed bracket. But if we discuss the problem related to the quotient function of the same question, then this 19 minus 11x. So answer is same. Only what thing you need to remember? It cannot be equal to 0. So if this cannot be equal to 0, what we will take? 19 minus 11x. We will not take equal to 0. We will take only greater than 0. That means 19 greater than 11x, and divide by 11. So 19 by 11 less than x. And this may be written as, in another way, x less than 19 upon 11. This is the domain. And in form of interval, what we can write? Minus infinitive, be open interval, and 19 upon 11 also open interval. Why? Because there is no equal sign here. This is, you need to give attention. This is how to calculate the domain of polynomial function and radical function. My dear students, in these 3 chapters, 1, 2 and 3, we will find the domain and range of all type of function. So you need to give little extra care to these type of questions. So here last type of question I will explain you. This is if fx is equal to is written x square plus 3x plus square root x minus 1. And if we need to find the domain of this function, so I want to tell you this is a radical function. Radical function means domain is R. This is, I'm sorry, this is polynomial function, so domain is R. This is also polynomial function, domain is R. This is constant function, domain is R. Only the domain change here. Clear? So whatever the domain here, we are not concerned. We need to concern the domain of this function only. That we will learn in algebra of functions. I will explain you. But just this question came in my mind, so I am explaining. And what is the domain? Because this is a radical function of order 2. So what will be the x greater than equal to 0? And we will not consider this, we will not consider this, we will not consider this, because this is the smaller value than these real values. So what is the domain? Domain of fx. Domain of fx here is x greater than equal to 0. And this may be written as 0 to infinite. And 0 to infinite sometimes is written as R positive. So that's all about the domain and range of the function. Now we will move to the topic of algebra of functions. This is algebra of functions. This is the topic for week number 2, algebra of functions. If we heard this word algebra, 4 things comes in our mind: plus, minus, times, and divide. These things, algebra of numbers we study in basic mathematics. We are studying now algebra of functions. So algebra of functions means let fx and gx are 2 functions. Then algebra means what will be first one? First one will be fx plus gx. And this sometimes is written as f plus gx. What is this? Plus. Clear? What is this? Plus. Plus means addition of functions. This is addition of functions. Number 2, fx minus gx. What is this? Can be written as f minus gx. Clear? What is this? Negative. Clear? Negative means you can say minus, and this is called subtraction of functions. What is the third one? Third one is fx times gx. That means f times gx, and this is called, you can divide like, these are the notations, and this is named as times. Times means this is multiplication of functions. Multiplication of functions. And the fourth one comes in this category is fx upon gx. And fx upon gx is f upon gx. Means, what is this? Division. Clear? Divide. You can say this divide, and this is termed as division of functions. division of functions. So my dear friends, when we talk about algebra, so four things comes in our mind, that is plus, minus, times and divide. So this is not a difficult task to evaluate it. What important here to discuss is domain of algebra of function. Domain of algebra of functions. So what you need to do, what means how we calculate the domain of algebra of function. So step number 1, find the domain of fx. Step number 2, find the domain of gx. Then domain of f plus g, f minus g, f into g and f upon g is equal to domain of f intersection domain of g. This is how to calculate the domain of f plus g, f minus g, f into g and f divide g. But accept the values for which gx is equal to 0 in f upon g. This you need to remember. This is exception, because if we are taking the domain here f g, you need to remove those values for which gx is equal to 0. We cannot take those values. So when we are finding the domain of algebra of functions, means f plus g, f minus g, f into g and f upon g, what you need to remember? Just remember the domain of f and g and their intersection. Intersection you have already studied earlier, so I will not explain you here what do you mean by intersection. We will study directly questions. So question is, example is here, let fx is equal to 7x plus 1 and gx is equal to 2 minus x. Both I have considered polynomial function. So what is the domain of this function? Domain is R and the domain is R, because both are polynomial function. Now we need to find number 1, fx plus gx. What is fx plus gx? That means f plus gx. So what it will be? 7x plus 1 plus 2 minus x. And 7x minus x, this is 6x, and 1 plus 2 is 3. This is the value of fx plus gx. If you want to find fx minus gx, it will be f minus gx, and here same 7x plus 1, only this will become negative. If this is negative, what is the result? 7x plus 1 minus. Now inside signs will change. Positive will become negative, negative will become positive. What is the answer? 7x plus 1, 8x, and 1 minus 2 is minus 1. So this is the value of fx plus gx. This is the value of fx minus gx. If we move to the third one, then it will be fx times gx. And that is equal to f times gx, and it equals to 7x plus 1 times 2 minus x. And how we multiply? First with this 7x into 2, 14x. Then with this 7x minus x minus 7x power 2. Now 1 into this, 1 into 2 is 2, and then 1 into this minus x. And if you will simplify this, what you will get? Minus 7x power 2, 14x minus x plus 13x and plus 2. This is the value of fx into gx. And fourth one is fx divided by gx. You just put the value of fx here and put the value of gx here. No need to further divide. So this is how to calculate the domain of values of fx plus gx, fx minus gx, fx into gx, and fx upon gx. Understand? Now we need to find the domain of these functions. So if we calculate the domain of f plus g, f minus g and fg, it will be same. It will be domain of f intersection domain of g. That is r intersection r. And the same numbers of intersection is same number. If you are taking intersection of same sets, the intersection will remain the same. Little change in case of domain of f upon g. What is the change? Answer will remain r. There is no change in answer. Answer is r. But you need to subtract the number for which this gx, for which this number is 0. If we put x is equal to 2, it will become 0. So you need to subtract 2 here. This is the domain of f upon g. Let us take one more question, little bit difficult, and some more quantities we will try to evaluate in this question. Example, let fx equals to square root x plus 7 and gx equals to 9 minus x. This is, both are radical function and both are, here 2 is, nothing is written means 2 is written. So we need to calculate the domain. So we will put x plus 7 greater than equal to 0, and the domain here is x is greater than equal to minus 7. This is the domain of first function. And what is the domain of second function? 9 minus x greater than equal to 0, because x is negative, so it will be x less than equal to 19. You can try in your notebook. So these are the domain of fx and gx. Now, first thing what you need to calculate, same fx plus gx. Here, because the functions are radical, so we cannot simplify them. They will remain same. So no need to further solve. This is the final answer. Radical functions we cannot club together. Number 2, fx minus gx. And this is again the same. We cannot subtract radical functions. For particular values we can do it, but for variable x it is impossible. In third, fx times gx. Can we multiply two radical function? Yes, if their exponents are same. Here exponent is 1 upon 2, here exponent is 1 upon 2. So we can bring them inside one exponent 7 upon 2. So this is, and we can multiply them together. X into 9 is 9x, x into x is minus x power 2, 7 into 9 is 63, and 7 into minus x is minus 7x. Little bit solve further. So it will be minus x power 2, 9 minus 7 is plus 2x and plus 63. This is the value of fx times gx. Now, the fourth point is fx upon gx. Fx upon gx. And here is x plus 7 and here is 9 minus x. Because exponents are same, so we can bring inside a single roof. x plus 7 upon 9 minus x. So this is the value of fx plus gx, fx minus gx, fx into gx and fx upon gx. But some more things I want to bring in picture here. What is the first, fifth option? We will find the domain of f plus g, f minus g and f into g. We will find the domain of first three. F upon g, we will evaluate it later. What is the formula? Formula is domain of f intersection domain of g. What is the domain of f? Let us see with the previous slide. The domain of f is x greater than minus 7. X is then equal to minus 7. Intersection x less than equal to 9. These are the domains. So I want to bring into your picture that we study in basic mathematics a number line. What is this number line? This is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, okay. Minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, minus 6, minus 7, minus 8, minus 9, like this one. Okay, let us take up to minus 10. Clear? If we write this one, then you just give attention. X is greater than equal to minus 7. We are talking about greater than. So greater than means this side. This is greater than side. This is plus infinitive side. This is minus infinitive side. This side is greater than. Greater than. And this side is less than. Please listen carefully. Clear? So this is what? This is the greater than. Now x less than equal to 9. This side is less. Clear? Now you need to focus where both the colors are there. That is the common portion. Clear? If you see here, here, look here and here. In this interval, both the color blue and red are coming. So this is the intersection portion. This is the intersection portion. And where it starts? It starts with minus 7. It starts with minus 7. And where it ends? It ends at 9. This is minus 7 and 9. But here equal. So it will be a closed interval. Here also equal. It will be also a closed interval. So what is the domain of f plus g, f minus g and f into g? The domain is minus 7 to 9. Now we need to find sixth option. What is the domain of f upon g? So f upon g, you need to think what is the domain of f upon g? F upon g means, sorry, domain of g. The answer will remain same. Answer is no change. Only you need to consider here g, because g cannot take equal to 9. Why cannot take equal to 9? Because if you will take here, look here, if you will take here equal to 0, this will not be a defined number. So 9 we cannot take equal. So what will be the answer? Answer will be open interval here, and here will remain the closed interval. So this is the domain of f upon g, where we are having this open interval. Now one more type questions I need to bring into your kind notice, that in some of the questions what they ask, like we will take 3, 4, 2, 6, okay, 7. Find what they are writing in question. Find the value of f2. Now how can we find the value of f2? Because we know the value of fx. What is the value of fx? Forget. The value of fx is x plus 7. The value of fx is x plus 7. Now he needs the value of f2. So how we can find the f2? Just replace x by 2. 2 plus 7, it is root 9 and the answer is 3. This is question number 1. They can ask you f2 plus g3. What it is? What is f? F is, say, it is x plus 7 and what it is? Root 9 minus x. So what is the answer? Put f2, 2 plus 7 and put 3, 9 minus 3. So what it is? Root 9 plus root 6. So it is 3 plus square root 6. Now you can use calculator. Clear? But sometimes what they need? Sometimes they need like calculate the value of f into g minus 1. They need the value of f into g minus 1. So we will check from the slide what is the value of f into g. It is minus x square plus 2x plus 63. It is minus x square plus 2x plus 63. So you need to put x by minus 1. So minus 1 power 2 plus 2 into minus 1 plus 63. And what it is? It is giving minus 1 because minus 1 power 2 is 1. So minus 1 minus 2 plus 63 and value of this is square root 60. So that's all about this lecture, and in the next lecture we'll bring more topics. Thank you very much. Masalama.